altitude steady at 30,000 feet, but the radar is screaming a rhythm so sweet. A digital typo, a ghost in the code. We're locked on a path to the final explode. A single character misplaced in the dark. Now we are chasing the terminal spark. 300 shadows are frozen in time, waiting for gravity, waiting for a crime. 3 seconds left in this hollow machine, the brightest reflection I've ever seen. The horizon is tilting, the pressure is hard. We're burning a hole through the ceiling of sky. Dream. The lights of the other are twin dying suns. The clock in the cockpit has run out of runs. I think of last Christmas, the call I ignored. Now silence is all that is left on the board. No time for the sorry, no time for the why. Just a white hot signature etched in the sky. Steel meets the steel in the kinetic kiss. Nobody warned us it ended like this. 3 seconds left in this hollow machine, the brightest reflection I've ever seen. The horizon is tilting, the pressure is high. We're burning a hole through the ceiling of sky. Mismatch. In-cut error detected. I never came home, Mom. I'm sorry. Glass through the glass like a predatory scar. The distance is closing, we've drifted too far. I close my eyes and I see only you. The wonder I fail, the death that is too. 300 heartbeats in one silent scream, waking up cold from a metal dream. Signal lost. 0 altitude reached.
A digital void, a silent trance. A single digit, a misplaced key is drawing a map for the deep black sea. The coordinates drift in a ghost machine. A fatal fracture in the neon green. 300 shadows in a pressurized hull, while the logic dies in a fractured skull. Through the glass, the stars are bleeding red. Another beacon, a halo of the dead. Two paths converge in a blinding arc. A sudden sun inside the freezing dark. The soil to desert sand. The distance shrinks to higher. I'm sorry, mother. The signal is gone. Input error. The flight deck comes a hollow digital tune. 200 tons beneath the frozen moon. A typo in the grid, a ghost in the code, mapping the end of this heavy road. I see the strobe lights, a predator's eye, cutting a hole through the velvet sky. Just a clerical slip on a glowing screen. Now we're the ghost in the great machine. 3 seconds left on the glowing dial, frozen inside of a pressurized dial. The altimeter is screaming a lie while we're tracing a fracture across the sky. Tracing a fracture across the Locking flight paths, zero room to breathe. Watch the metal in the spear we weave. A billion sparks in a single blink, faster than the human heart can think. The cockpit is a coffin made of glass, watching the final shadows pass. The yoke is heavy, a useless bone inside this vibrating metal drone. A decimal point was the blade in the dark, waiting to trigger the accidental spark. Metals are screaming, the gravity pulls, filling the silence inside our skulls. 300 souls for a single mistake. This is a sleep from which none of us wake. 3 seconds left on the glowing dial, frozen inside of a pressurized dial. The altimeter is screaming aloud while we're tracing a fracture across the sky. Locking flight paths, zero room to breathe. Watch the metal in the spear reweave. A billion sparks in a single blink, faster than the human heart can think. The cockpit is a coffin made of glass, watching the final shadows pass. I close my eyes and I see her face in a kitchen in a quiet place. The phone call I never decided to make. The promise I knew I was going to break. 1 year of silence, a lifetime of debt, drowning in fuel and a deep regret. I'm sorry, Mom, for the time I stole before the sky swallows us whole. Locking flight paths, zero room to breathe. Watch the metal in the spear weave. A billion sparks in a single blink, faster than the human heart can think. The cockpit is a coffin made of glass, watching the final shadows pass. Signal lost. Impact imminent. seconds till the middle collides. 3 seconds till the universe hides. A typo in light on a flickering screen. The coolest mistake that has ever been. I see the stroke through the frost on the pane. I see the end of the blood in the vein. Heartbeat sinks to the warning bell. Gravity pulls like a descent to hell. No time to turn and no time to pray. The clouds turn to fire as we slip away. See the grace that I'll never know. Forgive the distance, forgive the pride. There's nowhere left for a soul to hide. Heartbeat sinks to the warning bell. Gravity pulls like a descent to hell. No time to turn and no time to pray. The clouds turn to fire as we slip away.
Inside the midnight blue, another wingtip cutting through the view. A single typo in the flight command. 3 seconds left before we hit the land. 300 souls inside this metal tomb. Static fills the pressurized room. The altimeter spins a hollow beat. I feel the engines grinding underneath. See the truth behind the fractured skies. I'm closing my eyes to the golden light. A final mistake in the middle of flight. I'm sorry, mama, for the year I lost, counting the days and the heavy cost. I'm leaving my spirit in the engine flare, with every word that I didn't share. The radar pulses like a dying heart. Our trajectories tearing the sky apart. 1,000 miles to the porch we shared. I never showed you how much I cared. A year of absence is a jagged scar. Now I'm falling like a burning star. Come home. Come home. The altimeter spins a hollow beat. I feel the edges grinding underneath. The lights are screaming as the distance dies. See the truth behind the fractured skies. Negative contact. The error is terminal. I should have visited. I'm so sorry. Close to the golden light. A final mistake in the middle of flight. I'm sorry, mama, for the year I lost, counting the days and the heavy cost. I'm leaving my spirit in the engine flare, with every word that I didn't share. Static is calling. I see your face. The signal ends. Coordinates locked. The oncoming spark, a twin engine reaper cutting the dark. The lights are expanding, the distance is gone. We won't see the breaking of the morning dawn. The crowded interior, the in the To soften the blow, the face of my mother from a year ago. The porch light I avoided, the calls I delayed. In the shadow of the impact, the debt is repaid. 300 ghosts in a pressurized room, watching the silhouette of our collective doom. Look through the pain at the oncoming spark, a twin engine reaper cutting the dark. The lights are expanding, the distance is gone. We won't see the breaking of the morning dawn. The crowded interior, the coordinates locked. Zero margin for error. I'm sorry I didn't come home last year. I'm closing my eyes now.
Single-digit breeze of quiet lie in the neon glow of the cockpit sky. Not a small mistake on a plastic screen. The coldest error that I've ever seen. Through the glass, the twin stars start to bloom. Not a distant light, but a sudden tomb. The altimeter hums a hollow song. It's not exactly where we all belong. 300 souls in a silver cage, waiting for the fire on the final page. 3 seconds left of the borrowed breath. Not a minor walk to the edge of death.
Path confirmed. Visual contact established. It's not a drill. I should have visited last June.
Zero signal detected.
Starts to disappear. Hearts in a frozen tomb, a single error in a silent room, a cursor flashing on a distant screen, the coolest ending that has ever been. The beacon grows into a screaming sun, the final race that we have already won. Static bleeding through the radio wire, the holy water turns to liquid fire. 3 seconds left on a broken clock, the final heartbeat in a deadlock shock, a simple typo in a flight decree, the end of every soul and the end of me. The blinding beauty of the coming light, a beautiful disaster in the middle of the night. I close my eyes to see your face again, the mother's love beyond the reach of man. Forget the silence of the passing year, before the metal starts to disappear. I never called, the kitchen light is on. I'm coming home, but not the way I promised. sense of the passing year before the metal starts to disappear. Singing along. The beacon is home.
vibration of a human heart. Dissolve the flesh into the empty space. A total void of digital embrace. From solid bone shadows in the sky. The moment when the signal goes to die. Enter the know, where nothing is the law. Lost in the coldness of the vacuum's jaw. I close my eyes against the sudden white. I see your face within the dying light. The kitchen table and the garden gate. I promised her, but now it's far too late. A year of silence in a single breath. I'm coming home through the gateway of death. The ink that just before the screaming's out. Erasing every fear and every doubt. 3 seconds left to breathe the metal air. 2 seconds left to find a silent prayer. 1 second left before the atoms part. The final vibration of a human heart. Dissolve the flesh into the empty space. A total void of digital embrace. From solid golden shadows in the sky. The moment when the signal goes to die. Enter the know, where nothing is the law. Lost in the coldness of the vacuum's jaw. Coordinates 0. Human error detected. Connection lost. I'm sorry, Mom. Dissolve the flesh into the empty space. A total void of digital embrace. From falling boulder shadows in the sky. The moment when the signal goes to die. Enter the know, where nothing is the law. Lost in the coldness of the vacuum's jaw. No, zero signal.